The Golden State Warriors need to add complementary pieces around their four-time NBA champion and future Hall of Famer Stephen Curry before the 2025-26 season tips off. While Curry, Draymond Green, and Jimmy Butler will aim to lead Golden State on another championship run, the rotation still carries plenty of question marks. The Warriors' much-debated two-timeline approach paid off in 2022 with a title, but the roster is now in a place where it could use another young piece capable of winning both now and in the future. One potential name? Jaden Ivey. Why the Warriors could target Jaden Ivey. According to Clutch Point's RB Hayek, the Detroit Pistons' former number 5 overall pick is on the trading block, a development that would have been unthinkable not long ago. Hayek noted that Detroit's lack of size hurt them against the New York Knicks and that the team has learned how to play without him, thanks to depth pieces like Karis LeVert. Dean Simon of the Sporting News recently floated a scenario where Golden State could make a play for Ivey, suggesting a package built around Brandon Podziemski and another young asset. Ivey's fit and what it could cost. Ivey, 23, was in the middle of a breakout campaign last season before a fractured fibula on January 1st ended his year early. In just 30 games, he posted career highs of 17.6 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 4.0 assists, while shooting an impressive 40.9% from three. His burst, agility, and above-the-rim finishing have always been there, but 2024-25 brought a more polished, controlled version of his game, one that could fit seamlessly alongside Curry in the Warriors' backcourt. The challenge? Price tag. Ivey's talent, contract, and age make him an expensive get. But if Detroit is truly open to moving him and willing to consider a deal for multiple young contributors, Golden State could at least make an intriguing call. For a team searching for consistent scoring and athleticism on the perimeter, Ivey checks both boxes. It's far from certain the Pistons would pull the trigger, but if the opportunity presents itself, this is the type of swing that could reshape the Warriors' present and future. Amid the Chicago Bulls' staring contest with their restricted free agent Josh Giddey, a Western Conference team in the same predicament is monitoring the situation. According to NBA insider Jake Fisher, the Golden State Warriors, who are also in a standoff with their restricted free agent Jonathan Kuminga, have expressed interest in the Bulls' lead guard. Golden State would be interested, depending on how the machinations could go in some type of Josh Giddey-Jonathan Kuminga sign-in trade. Fisher reported on Bleacher Report's NBA Insider Notebook, live-streamed on August 7th. Fisher added that the Warriors' interest in Giddey dated back to the 2021 NBA draft. To my understanding, the Warriors were prepared on draft night way back in 2021 for Jonathan Kuminga to go number 6 to Oklahoma City, and they were ready to take Josh Giddey at number 7, Fisher said. But the Thunder picked Giddey and the Warriors ended up with Kuminga, who never found his footing in Coach Steve Kerr's system. Josh Giddey's breakout season attracts rival teams. The pass-first Giddey would have a better chance of thriving under Kerr. Giddey, whom the Bulls landed in a one-on-one trade for Alex Caruso, a former Warriors trade target, flourished last season in Chicago. The Australian point guard averaged a career-high 7.2 assists to go with 14.6 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 1.2 steals. He also shot a career-best 37.8% from the three-point line, which has been his weakest link since he entered the NBA and factored in the Thunder's decision to trade him. Giddey's breakout season made the Warriors, among other teams, more interested in the 6-foot, 8-point guard. I can report that there have been multiple teams that have reached out to Josh Giddey's representation about their interest. Golden State is one of them, Fisher said. Will Giddey's standoff with the Bulls lead to his abrupt departure from the Windy City? Giddey has been looking for $30 million in annual salary, according to Fisher, but the Bulls have only discussed an offer with $20 million per year. However, Fisher also noted that the Bulls have been telling league personnel since the NBA draft combine in June that they love Giddey and want to bring him back. Bulls, Giddey expected to reach a 3-year deal. But according to NBA insider Brett Siegel of Clutch Points, both the Bulls and Giddey's camp are nearing a resolution that will keep the rising star in Chicago. Josh Giddey and the Chicago Bulls are expected to reach a resolution on a new contract, likely in the 3-year range, by the end of August, Siegel reported. The Bulls could increase their offer, but they have stood firm on keeping a new deal in the $20 million AAV range. The latest speculation from agents not involved in negotiations suggests something in the $65 million to $70 million range. An anonymous Bulls front office executive recently told Keith Smith of Spotrac that they are hellbent on keeping their best point guard since Derrick Rose. "We want to get a deal done with Josh," the executive told Smith. "He's as important of a player as we have. We see him as a foundational player for us. I hope we can find a deal that makes sense for us and him, and that we'll be together for a long time." They'd better do, or Giddey could force his way to join Steph Curry in his title pursuit next season. Golden State Warriors could look to unite LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Jimmy Butler next season. The Warriors have previously been linked with a move for James as they look to partner the NBA record points holder with Curry and Butler. However, any move won't happen until next year once LeBron's contract with the LA Lakers expires and James enters the free agency. Potential talk of a link-up between James, Curry, and Butler is enough to excite the most ardent Warriors fan. The Warriors had attempted a trade for James for the 2023-24 season but failed to strike a deal due to non-compliance with the Lakers. James, though, is set to run down his Lakers deal, meaning he could theoretically complete a move to San Francisco to reunite with Curry and Butler. At 41 years of age, James is currently the oldest active player in the league, and he's expected to make a major announcement for the 2026-27 season, be that a switch elsewhere or retirement. If James does become available, then the Warriors wouldn't be the only side in for the NBA's record points holder, with the Dallas Mavericks also keen on LeBron. 3 teams in for LeBron James next year. And one NBA executive has said that the Mavericks and the Warriors are one of a handful of teams to keep an eye on should James opt to prolong his career. Cleveland Cavaliers, Dallas, and Golden State Warriors. Those are the 3 teams I'm looking at, the unnamed executive told DallasHoopsJournal.com. All 3 would have loved to trade for him this offseason, but he never requested a trade, and he makes way too much money. Once he's on the open market, those 3 will court him. I have no doubt in my mind. James has now added fuel to the fire that he could link up with Curry for the first time since 2024 Paris Olympics. James and Curry, along with Kevin Durant, were instrumental as Team USA secured gold, having been put through their paces by Serbia in the semifinals, 95-91, and then against France in the final, 98-87. 37-year-old Curry has since taken to Instagram to reminisce about the victory over France and their gold medal triumph 12 months ago. "A year ago, today, we did that. Loved hooping with my guys, representing our country, and bringing home the first place medal. Memories for a lifetime. Avengers forever." #NewItNote, Curry posted on his official account. James added a short comment to the Curry's post, simply stating, "Yes, sir." Clearly on amicable terms, James' comment on Curry's post will only add fuel to the fire over a potential link-up with the Warriors next year.